Beijing. John, some 10,000 have been killed. That's a staggering number that seems to shoot up so quickly. Yesterday was just over 100.
Yeah, unfortunately, what's probably going to happen is that figure is going to rise because at the moment the rescue personnel can't reach to those most affected areas because of the landslides and the flooding that you have in central the central Philippines. So all indications are once they reach those affected areas, then we'll probably see a tremendous increase or dramatic increase in the numbers of those who have succumbed to the typhoon. Because eyewitnesses are saying that what they've seen are people or corpses hanging off trunks along the sidewalks and washing up along the beaches as well. So it's going to be a massive operation to actually to get the final tally.
John, could evacuations have started earlier?
Well, I think it's clear from the evidence that we see now that the Philippines could not really have prepared itself for the calamity that we see there now, because as the typhoon hit the east coast, it just basically flattened everything in its path, and I mean there were winds of nearly 300 kilometers per hour, seawater of about 6 meters high, and whatever the Philippines did, I don't think they would have been able to really prevent the horrific pictures that we see coming from the country now. They have moved a lot of people to safer areas and to structures that were supposed to withhold the force of the typhoon, but even that didn't really help that much.
What are the challenges that the rescue services are currently experiencing?
Well, the big challenge really is the fact that because of the communications being down, there's no electricity, and the flooding and also the landslides that we see, they can't reach the most affected areas. So it's gonna take quite a bit of effort for this coordinated rescue operation that we see now to reach those areas. So especially the Philippines, the military, they are involved in flying in a lot of choppers to those areas and trying to reach people there and hoping that people will contact them via especially social media to let them know where they are, because that's the problem. A lot of those areas just don't have electricity, they don't have fresh water, there's little food, and so a lot of looting is happening at the moment.
Have foreign aid organizations been seen in the country?
Sorry, can you ask that question again?
Have foreign aid organizations been seen in the country?
Yeah, a lot of aid organizations have already arrived in the country. They are quite active. It's being coordinated by the Philippines government, of course, but you also have neighboring countries who are actively sending relief aid to the Philippines, and then from there it gets distributed to the affected areas, and especially people who have been able, or people who were rescued from those areas.
John, one last question. Where is the superstorm heading to now?
Well, the storm has now hit the neighboring Vietnam, but by the time that it got to Vietnam, the wind speed was down to about 35 kilometers per hour. So not much damage reported from Vietnam, although they've moved thousands of people, in fact hundreds of thousands of people before the typhoon hit Vietnam. Also, there's talk about in Cambodia areas were hit there as well by the typhoon, but not huge amounts of casualties that we hear of.
John, thank you so much. That was eNCA Asia correspondent John Bailey updating us on the typhoon aftermath in the Philippines.
News that moves. eNCA.com.